Hey y'all, it's Leah. I am here with my April project from Ink and Page. This is a free project that Debbie does each month. She does something really cool and has some videos to go along with it. There's free printables. So I will link her webpage below where you can get signed up for that if you are interested. So this is called the Mossbound Manuscript, and you can see the cover has some cheesecloth that I dyed with a couple of different colors of Distress Oxide to make it look like moss. I've also added some gold Wink of Stella to kind of highlight the gold parts, but the idea is that this is a manuscript for sort of like a collection of different botanicals. So, and animal, insects and different kinds of things. So, and the idea is that it is old and it is covered in moss, so you can see that throughout, and you'll see it throughout the book on some of the pages. So I did kind of carry it over to the front, and I cannot take credit for that idea. That was Debbie's idea to do that, and so I just kind of followed her steps for that. So we have a little tag here that I added some moss. Pretty much she had kind of moss drawn on some of the ephemera, and so where I saw that, I would try to add some moss to that. So I have a fun little ladybug there, and then this is the title page here. So we kind of go through. So the idea, this was a hinge album or hinge journal that we added to each week, added some pages to it. So it was a lot of fun to kind of put together. I didn't tuck anything in that pocket. Oh, might have to add something to that. So just lots of little bits and bobs throughout. Lots of fun flowers. I just love the colors on this. It's not bright. It's meant to kind of look old. I've just got a card here with a little belly band on the back. So I did try to use some Wink of Stella throughout, gold, black, and clear, just to add a little kind of texture, a little sparkle to it. And then I've got just this little coin envelope here. It has some flowers and birds on that. I'll clip that back. So we've got some moss kind of growing over this library here. Made a little pocket out of a couple of the books that were included in the kit. I really liked her ideas for the hinges, so some of them we used a border punch to just kind of fancy it up a little bit, so they're all a little bit different. This was an envelope that we used as the connector. I've got a little book there, so I just made a little pocket on the bottom there. So this is the envelope. I really liked kind of doing the book page behind. Just made a little tab out of this piece. And then I've got lots of belly bands throughout, so trying to make it really interactive. So there's another one here, some flowers. And then this one pulls down. And then we've got some little mushrooms and flowers there. So that just tucks in there, so it's kind of a top tuck spot. So this one, a lot of the pages she incorporated the attachment to the page, and then you could just glue it at the top and the bottom to make little tucks. I did kind of a diagonal belly band, which I've never done before. I don't know why. So that was kind of fun. This was just the perfect little piece for it. This was a really cool project that she had done where it's just layers and wrapped around with some twine, and then add a little key to it, and then lots of little die cuts behind it, so it kind of looks like it's growing out of it. Okay. Some more little pieces with a belly band. This is I've got some acetate here, so that is a little window pocket there. And then we've got this little file folder, or little, kind of just tab. And then just some layers. This was really cool with putting the book page behind the die cut and then kind of tearing along. And this one's even doubled up with two different pieces of book page. And then I learned that technique from Debbie. It was just adding some string to, this is just when you take any kind of fabric and you're trying to fray the edges, just save those little strings, and then you can add it, especially to butterflies. It looks really cool. It looks like they're flying. So got another little belly band here. I like using die cuts for my tag toppers, especially because I wanted to keep this journal fairly flat, and so I didn't want to add a lot of dimension, and so I didn't add lace and ribbon and stuff as tag toppers. So, and some I just didn't. I left a lot of journal card kind of things. So I've just got lots. This was really cool. It's a big butterfly, and that was the connector for this one. Just got a really pretty daisy there. Got another belly band here. This little, so I ended up making a little book inside here, and I just stapled, so I added it I connected it in with, where did I do that? Trying to even remember what I did for that one. Yeah, it is, I know it's connected here. I don't know where my other, I'm just like missing it of where, must have been, oh, I did it on with it because I hadn't added that butterfly yet. So that is the one side of it, and then this is the other side of it. So, and then in here, I added a little flip out this way. And then this was a book, and so I decided to add some pages to it. So I just took some beige paper that it had just been printed on, and then I took this illegible text stamp and then stamped all of the little pages on there, and then just stapled it together, so it just made some pages of the book. So it's one of the only dimensional things that I have in there aside from the moss on there. So that just flips back. Got another cool butterfly, so lots of even like tag pages and things. Got some more moss there, and then we're at the end. Got some moss on that book, just a little tag, a little tuck spot, and then the back, and that carries over. So I hope you enjoyed my little Mossbound manuscript, and thank you to Debbie for giving us this really cool project. See y'all next time. Bye.